Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, let's have a look at the Nusantara ROM for the Redmi Note 10 Pro. So as you can see here, it is based out of Android version 12L and it also has the latest Android security patch level as of now. Do note that this ROM comes with inbuilt Google apps and you do not need to flash them separately. So here is the launcher that comes with. So this is basically the Pixel launcher, and let's go quickly through these settings. As you can see here, this is the usual stuff. Add new apps to home screen. I'll just quickly go through them because there's nothing really special here. Suggestions in on apps list, suggestion in home screen. So I could turn that off, and you can search on the phone and you can select what kind of stuff you want to show up when you are searching using the launcher. And you can allow home screen rotation. And let's go back. Nothing special was here. And now let's go and let's have a look at the quick tiles options here. And as you can see here, you have the option for separating out the Wi-Fi and mobile data toggle, and you have some other stuff as well. You do have AOD option here as well. Let me talk about that later on. But other than that, you have the usual features here. Nothing out of the ordinary, but nothing special is missing as well. And one of the most important things, this is the camera that this ROM comes with. So as you can see here, this is basically the MIUI camera, and you get all the options that are present here. So that is great. It comes inbuilt with the ROM. Now let's go into the display section of the settings, and as you can see here, the menu looks slightly different here. It is themed, so it is something different and I like it. Here under the display section, you will find some stuff like you have the option for face unlock, and I'm using that. It works great, no issues with it at all. And you can enable the always on display from here, and you have custom options here as well. And you have this option of always on while charging, so you can also control this stuff from the quick settings option as well. But what I have noticed is that when you use quick settings, so as you can see, it says always on while charging, but this option doesn't really work for me, and it will keep the AOD off if I'm using this always on while charging option. So I just switch to always on. And you have option for music ticker, double tap, pickup, raise to wake, hand wave, and pocket if you are not using the AOD. And let's go back, and you have the option for double line clock, lift to check on the phone as well. Let's go back, and you can adjust other stuff like dark theme, font size, default display size, night light, and you have color option as well. You can change to natural, boosted, saturated, or adaptive. I use boosted or saturated because it kind of looks better to me. Other colors look a bit dull. And here you have the option for minimum refresh rate that you want and maximum refresh rate as well. You have double tap to wake, and full screen apps app refresh rate according to apps can also be adjusted, as you can see here. Let's go back, and let's go into the custom settings that come with this particular ROM. So here are the Nusantara Wings. You have the game space option. Here you can customize, like you can disable the heads up, in-game ringer mode, full screen block event, that kind of stuff, disable auto brightness. Do note that PUBG by default comes with only 40 FPS option. It is not modded up to 90 FPS. For that you'll need to use separate mods, but since that does not come inbuilt with this ROM, so I'll not be showing that. I'm only showing you the stuff that comes within the ROM without you having to do anything. You have dark status bar option, silver mode. You can change the font style as well, so let's try to switch that up. And if you want your backing apps to work, you will have to use Magisk and Universal Safetynet mode. So let me just quickly show it to you, and that is something extra that you'll have to do from your own side, but I'm still showing it to you because it is important. So you have this Universal Safetynet fix by K-Dragon. You can just Google for it, and then you enable these Magisk beta, enforce deny list, and add apps to this deny list that you do not want to detect root access, and it works pretty well for me. Now let's go back to the custom settings, and you had the option for themes here. Let me just see in case I mixed anything. So I have chosen this force black background colors. So if I disable that, it will go to this grayish mode. I prefer to use that black theme, and this is one of the few ROMs that actually comes with it. And you can customize how your notifications look. You can enable this ambient edge lightning, so basically your screen will pop up and your edges of the screen will light up whenever there is a new notification. You can change to re-ticker mode, and as you can see, it is quite self-explanatory. You can read about it. And you have blur media background and artwork media background. So those kind of options are here, and you can change the in call vibration options like vibrate on connect, call waiting, disconnect, that kind of stuff. And you also have miscellaneous options like you can disable the screenshot sound, and you can customize the screen of animation to default, CRT or scale. And you also have the unlimited Google photo storage mod here as well. And you have swipe to screenshot, click to partial screenshot, and double tap to sleep and double tap to wake at the bottom. And here you have lock screen items. Here you'll find options like enforce small clock, charging animation, lock screen charging info. One bug that I have found, basically kind of a small bug, this lock screen charging info isn't that accurate. So basically it was showing me that my phone will fully charge in 6 hours, but it kind of really charged in 1 to 1.5 hours. So that was quite inaccurate when I had tried, but it isn't really a big deal. You have options for fingerprint preferences like fingerprint success vibration, error vibration, ripple effect. You also have options for battery options, like you can put the left battery text to the left of the icon as you saw on the top, and you have certain options. Let me quickly show you to them. And you have other stuff as well. So this is the style B, this is style A, style C, style A in landscape. Okay, so this is just a usual stuff. And you can put the percentage inside the icon as well. You have the option for circle, circle dotted, circle filled. You can enable battery percentage and estimate as well together. This battery charging light is basically useless because we do not have a notification LED. So it is basically for other phones which have that option. You can customize AM, PM, date format where you want it to show up, small size font, and then change up the format basically, as you can see here. So there are a lot of options here. In terms of date, you can show the seconds, but I don't know who does that. You have icon manager options, like you have colored icons. You can change up stuff that should show up in status bar. You can customize that. You can enable or disable the Nusantara logo, and you have show privacy indicator for location. So basically you'll have the top right pop-up kind of icon showing that your location is being used. You can command signal access, and you can also display or hide the VoLTE icon. And further down you have old style mobile data icons, that kind of stuff, nothing unusual or extraordinary. And you have some customization options, like you can have a clear all notification button, vibrate on touch, quick setting footer text, and you can just change that to something, let's say tech infinity, and basically it will show up here at the bottom, as you can see. And you have other stuff like running services icon. It should show up here, as you can see here, it is here. You can disable that. You can also display the data usage, but I don't really care about that, so I hide it. And I made the brightness slider to the bottom as you showed earlier, but you can also change it to the top. And you have other options as like show brightness slider in the quick settings panel, adaptive brightness icon, brightness control. And you have traffic indicators. You can customize the threshold for them as well, and other options are present. Let's go in further. You have some better customization options. As you can see, you can also show the volume panel on the left, and this is how it looks. You also have live transcription option here. Do note that this app comes with Google apps such as Google Photos, Google Chrome inbuilt, because this is basically trying to give you a closed pixel experience, but with additional custom options that you are currently seeing here. And as you can see here, there are some navigation gesture options. So let me go through them. You have left edge sensitivity, that kind of stuff. And this ROM has been pretty great for me, and this is one of the best ROMs that I have tried so far. You can change the height here, as you can see, of the back gesture. The battery life has been pretty solid, about 6 hours of SOT I'm getting, so which is pretty good for my usage. And the performance here is also very smooth, like buttery smooth, no lags or stutters I have faced so far. So in that respect, I really loved it. You have extended swipe action option as well. So from my side, I would definitely recommend this ROM to anyone who is looking for a ROM with Google Apps and customization options. And this gives me a pretty smooth experience, and it also has great battery life. So I would definitely recommend that if you are looking to get into trying custom ROMs, I would definitely say that this should be one of your top choices, and do give it a shot. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, click on the like button, and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos. And if you have any suggestions for me to try any next new ROM, you can comment that down below as well.